Welcome back, everybody, to the second part of our team member engagement work that we're doing over an extended period of time. In this section, we're going to talk about three primary factors about why team member engagement is important. I've always found this one kind of interesting because when you ask folks why does engagement matter, when you ask leaders why engagement matter, you tend to get a lot of fuzzy kind of answers. It feels better, it's a better place to work. And you know what? They're right. All of that does matter. But there are three really, really powerful, concrete reasons why team member engagement and growing and improving team member engagement really, really matters. First one, right out of the gate, and this is an easy one. Our overall performance, our overall team performance dynamic grows dramatically. Bottom line here is team members that are engaged, team members that are connected, team members that work for a healthy organization are going to produce more, and they're going to produce more at a higher quality than team members that are not engaged or disengaged in many cases. So at its most baseline level, you're going to generate more revenue, you're going to have higher metrics that you achieve based on engagement. Engagement tends to be a real strong correlated driver to overall organizational success. The next major factor, and I'm leaving the big one for last, but the next major factor is service levels. Engaged team members provide higher levels of service to our customers than disengaged team members. That one almost becomes kind of a self-obvious benefit. When you think about it, somebody that's engaged is going to have kind of that spirit and that I want to be here kind of feel to them, and that's going to translate to our customers. And indeed, it does translate to our customers. So engagement has a real strong correlation back to the service that we provide, and that too becomes a really, really important dynamic. When you've considered other avenues and how you improve customer relations and customer service, one of the easiest ways to do that is by moving the needle on team member engagement. Third and final area, and I got to tell you, this one is the one that is most researched back, and it's also kind of probably one of the biggest line item things that you're going to deal with in the coming years. Engaged team members are 7 times less likely to leave an organization than disengaged team members. That information comes from a Gallup survey. They're kind of the pioneers in measuring and tracking team member engagement results and impact to bottom line. So the Gallup folks have measured that those team members that would identify themselves as being engaged and having a high engagement to the workplace 7 times less likely to leave a workplace. Now let's think about the current working environment and the current economic condition that you're in. Several of you can probably remember me talking before about the great turnover bubble. What happens when an economy recovers and jobs recover, no matter how painfully slow it's been, there's this group of people that's in your organization that would dearly, dearly love to leave, but the economics of it won't let them. They just realize there aren't that many jobs, there aren't good jobs out there, so they stay put even in an environment that they don't like and that they view as toxic. Now that the economy is recovering, rebounding from that recession, depression of 08, 09, 10, 11, and 12, now that the economy is recovering and there are jobs out there again, there's this big population of people. Some people estimate it at up to 1/4 of a population in a working environment. 1/4 are now going to go out and look for new jobs. And so what happens is it's shifting now from a bad economy being a buyer's market, meaning the talent was out there, to a seller's market, meaning the talent is really driving this based on their qualifications and their skills and their aptitudes and stuff. And it's going to become a lot more difficult to find good people. In addition to that, the cost of replacing those good people is really going to skyrocket. As the market gets more competitive for the same pool of talent, it's going to cost more for us to recruit and hire those folks. So the cure is really, really simple here. Rather than fighting this retroactively and, looking up one day and say, oh my gosh, I've lost 15, 20, 25% of my workers to a better working environment, the cure for this is quite obvious. The cure is let's attack team member engagement, organizational health, and team environment. Let's attack that now so that we don't face that great turnover bubble. Just imagine that for a minute. I mean, think back and imagine what it would be like if you lost 25% of your working group, just plain and simply not because of money, not because of benefits, but sheerly because you didn't create an environment in which they wanted to be at. And you know what? I got to tell you, as an individual leader, you have a lot of power over influencing that. The next time we're together, we're going to start at the naturalized starting point for all team member engagement and healthy workplace work, and that is in the initial talent management in hiring and finding the right people. See you next time.